Kindergarten Dolphins. Today we are going to be continuing our work on weight and comparing objects with weight. So let's get started with our objective. I'll start and you repeat. Objective is what we are going to learn. I can compare two objects in weight and make them equal. So just like we looked at yesterday, today we're going to be talking about making our scales equal, making them equal. But today we're going to be looking at different objects. Yesterday in your homework, you looked at some blocks that were the same blocks, and our job was to make it equal on both sides of the scale. Now today we're going to look at what happens if we have different objects and how we can make different objects equal to one another. So to do this today, I'm going to be showing you a balance scale that I made at home. Your job is going to be to get a whiteboard. Now this sentence says, my blank is as heavy as blank. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to show two objects, and we're going to compare those two groups to see how we can make them equal. What you can do is you can either use this type of sentence on your whiteboard, blank equals blank, and you can use numbers, or you can draw a balance scale like we've been practicing with a triangle and a line across the top. My koala is as heavy as a set of, so I have just one koala. I want to know what things and how many of them weigh the same as my koala. So I'm going to be trying out different things on a scale that I made, and I'm going to see if I can balance my scale to make things the same weight as my koala. We're going to be finding what things are equal to my koala. So here's my little koala teddy bear. It can cling onto my finger just like a koala would. So I want to know my koala, so I'm going to draw my little koala here. My koala is as heavy as a set of, so I have just one koala. I want to know what things and how many of them weigh the same as my koala. So I'm going to be trying out different things on a scale that I made, and I'm going to see if I can balance my scale to make things the same weight as my koala. I have built a scale by taping down a glue stick and getting a ruler and balancing it on my glue stick. Now today I'm going to be seeing what objects are as heavy as my little teddy bear koala here. So to start, I'm going to put it on one side of my scale, and automatically it goes all the way down. I'm going to clip my koala on here so it doesn't automatically, our scale is weighed down. So now I'm going to put objects on this side and see if I can balance it. So it looks like my koala, one of the things my koala is as heavy as is 2 pens here. I have 2 pens, and that made my scale balance with my koala. Let's see what else my koala is as heavy as. My roll of tape is heavier than my koala. It looks like my koala is as heavy as 1 Expo marker. So my Expo marker is bigger than my 2 pens. So it weighs a little bit more than my 2 pens, and it looks like it is, even though my koala was as heavy as 2 pens, it's only as heavy as 1 Expo marker. Let's see what else we can find. Looks like my koala is heavier than a popsicle stick. I'm going to take some dates from our calendar and see how many I can put on there before my scale starts to tip. So I have 3, 4, 5. So my koala is as heavy as 5 of our calendar date sheets. It looks like my koala is just as heavy as 1 pencil, only 1 pencil. Cool, so we found out that my koala was as heavy as 2 pens, 1 Expo marker, 5 calendar sheets, and 1 pencil. That's awesome. So now we've done our experiment, and what did we find? We found that my koala was as heavy as a set of 2 pens. So 2 pens, there's my little pen, 2 of them. We also found that it was as heavy as 1 Expo marker, 1 Expo marker, one expo marker. It was as heavy as 5 calendar cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. And it was as heavy as only 1 pencil. There's 1 pencil. Now, are these things the same? No, a koala and a pencil, my koala toy and a pencil are not the same. But they are equal on our scale because they weigh the same amount. Based on our scale, we saw that it was equal. They weighed the same amount. So just like we were talking about yesterday, things don't have to look exactly the same to be equal. So on your homework sheet, since we don't all have scales at home and may not have the tools to build it, you're going to look at some scales here. Instead of a koala toy, this person is measuring a book. And they have weighed some different objects and found that different sets of these objects, different groups, are equal to the book. So your job is to make this sentence true. The book is as heavy as how many pennies? How many tennis balls? How many cubes? And how many teddy bears? You're going to go through and count and make sure you can see what the book is as heavy as in each set. So you're going to fill that in on Class Dojo, and that's going to be your practice for today. All right, if you are able to build a scale at home with a ruler and a glue stick and some objects, let me know. I would love to see it. All right, kindergartners, I'll check in with you later. Bye!